Hi, this is Dulcie with today's Matrix Mania game on spellableapp.com. When you get there, you can sign in so your name shows up on the leaderboard or create a free account and then click on Matrix Mania game. Watch the video if you need to refresh your memory on how to build a word from a word matrix. Go ahead and click start. I have choices because I have a paid subscription, but if you don't, it will just pop up automatically as the day's daily matrix game. So this one is based on the word LATE, and really the target word in this, turn this off for a moment. The target word in this matrix is relative. The hard thing about relative is that sound, like what spells any vowel combination could spell that at any point, depends on where the stress shifts or is placed in our words. So in relative, it's hard to hear that, but in words like relate, related, relating, relates, relation, we can hear that A more clearly. So as we either remove or add on prefixes and suffixes, the shift changes. But the key is the spelling stays the same. So having an understanding and having many words from a word family in the back of your mind will help you in spelling. So let's start. And as here we have that we're going to follow the drop E rule. So if our word ends in a final silent E, we're going to drop the E before adding any suffix that begins with a vowel letter called a vowel suffix. And we'll keep the E if it begins with a consonant letter or a consonant suffix. The word late it mentions, like as in I stayed up late last night. I went later. Have you seen them lately? That late that has to do with time is a different etymological family. It comes from a different root word than the words found in this matrix. So it might seem picky, but I'm trying to keep what's accurate about spelling in these matrices, because there's a lot of inaccuracies about how to spell words. So here's our matrix. Here's the base that's going to be in every word. I like to start. We don't have anything that begins with late. So I'm going to start over here with this RE prefix and work from left to right, top to bottom. So my first word is relate, R-E-L-A-T-E. Related, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, E-D. Relating, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-N-G. Relates, R-E-L-A-T, drop, no, keep the E, sorry. We have a consonant suffix, S. Relation, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-O-N. Relational, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-O-N-A-L. Relations, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-O-N-S. And then we have that relative, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-V-E. And relatively, R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-V-E-L-Y. All right, we've got 9 out of 18. We're halfway there. I'm going to go on and grab this prefix, work left to right, top to bottom. So my first word is correlate, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T-E. So it looks like we have a double R in this word. We don't. It's just two R's that happen to be side by side. So we have a prefix that ends in an R and a prefix that begins in an R. They're two distinct units in the word. C-O-R, I'm going to go over to correlated. C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, E-D. Correlating, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-N-G. Correlates, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T-E, because this is a consonant suffix, S. Correlation, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-O-N. Correlational, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-O-N-A-L. Correlations, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-O-N-S. Correlative, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-V-E. And then we have, last but not least, correlatively, C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T, drop the E, I-V-E, keep the E because this is a consonant, L-Y. There you have it. You see, I played an extra game today because my first one was not recording sound. Yay! So here we are again. Here's all the words on there. You can click to see what they mean. If your computer works better than mine, you can also click and listen. I can hear it on my phone. I don't know. And if you get a word wrong, it'll show up here in a purple box with an X. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. So spell on, Spelling Warriors.